We await the opening of this 10-round bout between George Foreman and Gregorio Peralta. If you're viewing in color, Peralta in the white trunks, Foreman in the blue and black and white. Peralta in the light trunks, Foreman in the dark. Seasoned fighter, 9th rated among the heavymen, who has only fought 15 times professionally. 73 victories, 5 defeats, 7 draws. Foreman with a left that is like a lamppost, a recurring piston, if you will. In round 1, Peralta, white trunks, Foreman, blue. See the way Foreman keeps using the left, and Peralta coming back with a left-hand fighter, left-arm fighter. But a good competitor, very smart. Cannot be saved by the bell. 3 knock. He's using as a tactic, tying up George on the inside. We approach the start of round 2. George coming out quickly after Peralta. Quick attack under the instructions of his manager, Dick Savage. Took Peralta by surprise momentarily. No, don't be misled. Foreman was off balance. Peralta didn't get to him. Aggressiveness counts, as you all know, in the scoring. That left just got into George again and again. Lightly, but it got in there. Who used to fight on his toes, but as he's gotten older, flat-footed and uses his experience and knowledge to stay alive. Look at that. 3 consecutive. Find Peralta, a very cagey cook. Gregorio Peralta of Argentina in the white trunks. George Foreman in the blue. One minute left in this. George thinks he's got punching room. Yeah, but Peralta coming after him. Good left to... He's left in the round. Foreman landed. There it is against Peralta. Start of round 3, white trunks. Quick note, interesting, you probably missed it, I'm sure you did, working Peralta's corner, Gil Clamp and Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, close friend of Angelo Dundee. Oh, because as you know, Peralta was recently to have fought Ellis in Buenos Aires in a fight that never did come off. Foreman pursuing. Again, George is... Always Peralta throws the left, chasing. Always the left. Rarely does he throw the Foreman on the inside. Less than 2 minutes to go in this, the 3rd round. Don't forget, tomorrow on ABC, NBA basketball, New York versus Baltimore at 1:55 Eastern Time, followed at 4 p.m. Eastern and Pacific Time by the American Sportsman. Classic fight in its way, even if not at this present second exciting. A near slip by Peralta against wisdom, guile against strength. We have 1 minute left in round 3. Again, Peralta gets suing with the left, but not landing really. Coming up, of course, the big whip of the world, Joe Frazier against Jimmy Ellis. Right? Itself as the round runs out. Slip, no knockdown. The bell for round 4. various unofficial scorecards and even or for Peralta as they variously see. Unofficial. Just a minute into round 4. While the bout has a long way to go. It may hold his barred for Foreman to flatten him if he ever does. A complaint, as you saw, to the ref. Against Peralta, who 1 minute backs off and the next minute is right on. Peralta himself, as we've noted, essentially does virtually nothing with the right. As the left into Foreman once and again twice. And round 4, scheduled 10 round. After a right by Foreman. End of round 4. Let's have another look. There's the glancing right by Foreman. Now the left that misses. Now there's Foreman's right down. Up comes the left. There it is. Incident to round 5 with Foreman charging out again. Mark Conn told us, why not? Crowd oohed over what some might side of Peralta's face. For the tactic you saw, holding him around the neck with the right and then hitting him with the left. For a little over 1 minute into round 5. Because it's by far the most testing challenge because of Peralta's ranking and because of his experience. Again, a near slip by Peralta. There is some blood over Foreman's right eye. It appears to be on the bottom. You can detect it. Does not appear serious at this moment unless the flow of blood starts to go down into the eye. Now Foreman is belaboring. Peralta appears a little tired. Just 10 seconds left in round 5 with Peralta fighting back, but up. Two quickies by Foreman. Peralta counterpunch with a good one. Round, and really the first time in the bout that Peralta showed a right. Up till now, he's been a one-arm fighter. A good right lead by Foreman that stunned Peralta just secondarily. Last round and in this one. Pounding that Foreman gave him there in the early round over a Peralta chopping right. Red Smith, the famous syndicated sports columnist, just said inside. That cut is just a flow of blood from it. Trunks, Peralta, the white or light. Correction, a little less than 1 minute. And it's going to be a good, with 10 seconds left to go in round 6. Counter as we await the start of round 7. For this bout, right eye that they placed there to stop the flow. A little bit worried. Balance he hasn't given. Foreman punching. combination by Foreman. Coming in the 5th round, but that was because of cuts. Peralta has always been a determined competitor. Left to go in this, the 7th round. Foreman must get that jab working against Peralta's patience. That could perhaps put Peralta down, but as of together, not against this cagey warrior. Foreman, who's only had to go 10 rounds once in his... The bell for round 8. Head left. Crowd being excited by it. Baker made an interesting observation this morning before the weigh-in. He said half the press says, the other half says that I've overmatched Foreman. Are a little bit fatigued, but Peralta is... They see Peralta coming on in this bout. Again, a left by Peralta, a good right by Foreman there. Side that took place in round 8. Don't forget, coming Ellis against Frazier for the heavyweight championship of the world. Foreman slightly in the lead. Chance to tie Foreman up on the inside, never to give Foreman the leverage for the thunderous lefts and rights that he was able to use as an amateur in his first 15 professional fights. Now Foreman got in a good left and a right and hurt Peralta. Peralta was hurt, but not putting him down. But Peralta hurt. Peralta calling on all his guile, trying to tie Foreman up. The crowd sensing the kill. Peralta now in the corner, as you see. Foreman flailing away at him. Don't have the power that they had early, and he just can't put Peralta down. A minute left in this, the 9th round. But Peralta turning aggressive. Peralta being a dogged competitor. Peralta, but Peralta gamely fighting back. Crowd is on its feet, and Foreman, younger, stronger, only 21, not able to put down the man of 35. The crowd responding to the courage of Peralta. You saw them shake hands. They're out there for round 10. George Foreman in the blue trunks. Saw the light trumps. Blood in the fight was Foreman's blood. All right. Best round in the fight for Foreman, the 9th round. The one scoring on a round system, supplemental point system if the rounds are even. For underdogs, it's the city of the Mets. Foreman looks really tired to this report. Really tired. He was not hit, he was not hurt. Crowd yelling.
Foreman. Judge Jack Foreman, 7-3 Foreman. Referee Conn, 9-1 Foreman.